Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel The IIT Encoder. This is a video of MongoDB Realm course. So I found that I recently made an application and I used MongoDB Realm as my backend database for the Android Studio project. But later I got to know that the documents of MongoDB Realm were not that good and I couldn't implement them easily by just looking at the documents and various other things. So in this course I will be making a step-by-step video on integrating MongoDB Realm and other features related to the MongoDB backend in our application. So please do subscribe so that you don't miss out on videos and hit the bell icon so that you keep up with the course. So in the first video we will just integrate MongoDB Realm in our application. So let's go to mongodb.com. So if you haven't made any account on MongoDB and want to continue with the project and learn with me, just go to mongodb.com, click on login with Google or create an account. So I will use login with Google. Let's log in with our account. So I'm doing this the first time from this account, so you can follow up with everything. Okay, so accept it and click on submit. So our MongoDB account has been successfully made, and now we can use MongoDB as our backend and introduce Realm to our application. So first I will give a small intro of what is MongoDB. So MongoDB is a backend database which provides services for web backend as well as Android app backend or anything. It has many features: Atlas, Stitch, Realm, and there are many more. Also, okay, first name it the IITN Coder. Project name is MongoDB Realm course. Let's set the preferred language to Java. You can just skip it if you want. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, MongoDB. So what is Realm? Realm is basically initially it was a separate organization which provided the backend services for apps, and there are many video tutorials on YouTube on how to do them. But apparently recently MongoDB collaborated with Realm and bought it, and now Realm is a part of MongoDB, and so it revised the documentations for MongoDB Realm because the earlier ones don't hold true now. You can always use the earlier versions of realm.io. See, I can show you realm.io. You can use the earlier versions of realm.io, and they will work with the app. But if you want to use the latest updates and keep on, then you need to seriously use MongoDB Realm. So in this, choose whatever cloud provider and origin you want. I've chosen AWS, and you can use any region you want. So I have used N Virginia, which is the recommended region and already preset. The other things you can't change as such because this is a free plan. You can go ahead and buy the paid plan whenever you want if you learn it correctly and if you have those many users. Okay, so now let's minimize this. So we have created a cluster. So I will explain to you everything, what is a cluster and everything, but for now let's use okay, our cluster is being created. It will take some time because this is the first time I'm setting this up. So if you are in a hurry, just skip this part of the video because I'm starting with basics so that everyone can learn. So see, I will go to the Realm UI. Apparently it is a little slow right now, I guess. Let it load. let's open the documents until now. Cloud. Okay, so this is the document of MongoDB Realm that is available online, and it tells you that we can create a MongoDB Realm online and we can add a Realm app. And this was like integrating MongoDB Realm was a little tough at the start. Okay, mobile, Android. Yes, I'm starting from scratch. Let's start. Let's name our application MongoDB course. Please follow the steps correctly. Otherwise, if you miss anything, it will be very difficult for you to find your mistake, because I have done that. Okay, so see, this is a unique app ID which we will use to integrate the MongoDB Realm in our app. Okay, now let's move on and configure our Android app. So first go to the Gradle files. Hope you know what the Gradle files are by now, because you are integrating backend, so you must be pretty knowledgeful. So go to the project level Gradle file, and here we will add a class path. I will share this notepad file with you on the 3 things that need to be added. Add this class path here. This will configure our app to work with Realm. Then go to the module or app level build.gradle, and we will use this apply plugin. So just add it on the top. Apply plugin Realm Android, and the next thing is Realm sync enabled equals true. You can add it just above dependencies. So these 3 will configure a Realm app to work with Android Studio. This will apply the plugin. This will make the plugin for us, like fetch the plugin class path, and this will enable the sync for us. Just sync the Gradle files, hide it, and the next step is, while the Gradle files sync, you just need to write Realm. See, it has already come up in the libraries. .init this. So this initializes Realm. Okay, this command realm.init, this is very important, but it is to be done only once whenever the project opens. So whichever is your first activity, which you can keep it in an application level class, you can initialize Realm in various ways, but this command should be present before you make any request to Realm. Okay, so next thing we will use is let's write, we have this app ID, right? So copy it, and now we will write string app ID is equal to this. Okay, now we will create an instance of an Realm app. So it has to be done app import the library is equal to equals new app configuration. Here specify the app ID. So we have this app ID, new app configuration dot builder, specify the app ID dot build. So this will create an instance of the Realm application in our Android Studio, which is linked with the online Realm that we have just created. So now this is linked up. You can test it if you want to, that it is transferring requests successfully. So for other methods and future scope of MongoDB Realm in our application, please stay tuned. I will upload new videos soon. Please do subscribe. Thank you.